Yo, 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 yo. Oh, my hair's looking weird. Let's give it a little volume. Oh, that's weird. The hell? Oh my god. I swear it looks like I'm going bald underneath this hat. What's up, everybody? What's up? It is Wednesday. It is 4:36. Sorry. I'm late because I was trying to find the photo of all the East versus West matches so I could go over it. So my bad. It took me a couple minutes to find it. Yo. GB19, Chim Flipper. Veritas. What is going on, guys? What is up? How's everybody doing? Oof. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Got the energy drink. Compliments of Bridget. She stocked up the fridge. This is Rain Tropical Storm. All right. Oh, guys, while we're letting this build up, I got to tell you, this is going to piss a lot of people off, but Bridget's she's made these tacos twice now, right? Best tacos in my life. And I'm from Southern California, okay? And maybe that's why they're the best tacos, because they're not like all the other ones I get out here, which are good, which I grew up with. But 3 ingredients, amazing. Shredded beef, marinated for X amount of hours in a pressure cooker. It's supposed to be like 12 hours in a crock pot, a few hours in a pressure cooker. Bomb, right? It's all in the spicy red sauce stuff. And then pico de gallo type of thing, basically chopped up onions and tomatoes and a ton of avocado with some salt, pepper, and things like that. And and she put some jalapenos, I think, in there. And then flour tortillas. She fries up some flour tortillas with a little bit of like white cheese. Dude, I've always had corn tortillas. A flour tortilla, deep, like fried up. Oh, it's like crunchy but soft at the same time. It's next level. I'm used to always having corn, obviously, and I'm telling you guys, those tacos are so good. I'm limiting her on how often she can make them because I don't want them to stop being so special. So she's done it twice now, and I'm so happy. Each time she makes the tacos, it makes my night. Oh, it's an event I look forward to. Anyway, sorry. Lloyd Christmas is going on. AW Foundling, what's up? Veronica Knight, hey fam. Spermies, what's up? Devon D, yo. Jen's Winks, Veronica Knight, all things Derek, sharing my link tree, you guys. That's a link to all social medias of mine, all things I'm sponsorships, things like that. You guys check all that out, please. Jens, looks like you like tacos. Was that a dig? Everybody likes tacos. Wait, I don't know what that means. I don't know if I should take that offensively or not. Veronica Knight, if you haven't already liked and subscribed, what are you doing? If you guys are in here and you have subscribe the video or the channel, please do that. GB19 Bridget should open a cooking channel. I'm telling you, I think her cooking's great. She swears that it's not that good. Whatever. So all the food she cooks. I'm now going to have tacos tonight, says Spermies. Hey, it's a great idea. All right, we'll everybody rolling here for a little bit. Let's get up to 40 people, and then we'll start going over some predictions, get into the East versus West stuff. I haven't done an official predictions video on the next event coming up, so I figured now's as good a time as any. If you guys can click the thumbs up button, 20 people, 3 likes. If we can click the thumbs up button. If you're on your mobile phone, please close out the live chat, hit the thumbs up button, bring back up the live chat so you don't have to leave the stream. I would appreciate a little like spike in the chat. Johnny Dang, what is up? There's another one of my teammates popping in here saying hello to everybody. So went to the gym. Started yesterday again. The injury I had or whatever, it's better. It's getting better. It's not all the way healed. I strained my pec minor, so it feels like a line across here. My ability to slide my elbow. So I've been going at it, doing some high rep stuff, some high volume things in the gym, trying to not going insanely heavy on that muscle right now, but it's pretty sore. I crushed it yesterday. Going to be going to the gym again right after the podcast here. Feeling good. Good spirits. Feel like lifting. So, yeah, I want to get a few things stronger than ever for the next match. By the way, so the match has been confirmed, but Chance wants me to wait because he wants to announce the matchup. But it's been confirmed. Last time I talked to you guys, I said I had a match coming up. The guy still had to say yes, but it's pretty much locked in. It is now fully locked in, but Chance wants to release it. He said he should be announcing the match within a day or two. So sorry, I can't go against his wishes. It's his event, but it'll be on June 15th in Orlando, Florida. So that'll be coming out. Archimedes, what's going on? Bang, bang, Johnny Dang. Come on, chat, hit the likes. His Spermies. Devon D, that's the one I tore. I don't think I didn't tear it, but I either strained it really bad or tore up all the scar tissue or something because like there was no bruising and there was no detachment or anything like that. It's super, I don't know, messed up. Like I don't know exactly what level of injury I did to it because I suck at going to the doctor. League match or no balls, says Jens. All right, Jens is going hard. Yo, Giga D in chat. What's up, DF? If you guys can share any channels that pop in here, you guys post the links in the chat or, anybody. I love promoting other channels or promotions or tournaments or leagues or whatever you guys want to promote in there. If it helps out the arm wrestling community, I'm down. I also on Saturday went and had lunch with one Brian Shaw. I posted a picture on my Instagram. If you guys didn't see that, go check it out. We had to sit down. Me, my buddy Lorenzo, Brian, and his buddy manager, cameraman. I don't know James' official title, James. So it was good. It was like a 2-hour little lunch. We chopped it up about arm wrestling and good things. Now, obviously, it's not my place to announce his business, but we definitely did talk about the possibility of him getting into arm wrestling. And I mean, he recently said on podcasts anyway that he's really interested in it, so I can tell you that. So really excited to help him and be there for any kind of next steps he wants to take towards that. We were talking about possibilities, and I'm telling people I know in Colorado in the area I can get him plugged in with. And then also we were talking a lot about arm wrestling at the Shaw Classic, again, having another event there. He's really liking the idea of having a tournament and some super matches. So we haven't locked anything in or make a final decision, but so we might be going with that. Might be going with a tournament. It's like a 3-day weekend event, but Friday is the expo, so we might be having arm wrestling tournament on Friday, and then super matches during the strongman event Saturday, Sunday, which would be pretty cool. Hopefully, I'm assuming I'll be back out there. I don't know. I'm assuming him talking to me means if we have it, he wants me to be back out there helping run it. But yeah, so I think it went off pretty well. Besides the injuries we had last time, just for a trial run. But I think he wants to move forward with it and have put more into it. Like, a little bit bigger of an event in terms of arm wrestling. So, Tall Paul Hutchins, what's going on? Joe Nelson, what's up? Will Klingman, yo, what's going on? D, do you know if it's muscular or tendon yet? I do not. J-Web Fitness, what's going on? Spermies sharing Arm Gods promotion chat in the chat. There you go. Go check them out. Sean O'Connor, I heard you mumble during your match when Jody was yelling elbow. Yo, Derek's Derek's wrists and elbows are fine. Shut up. Huh? I think they said my elbow was on at one point. That's the only time I remember saying anything to Jody. Because I'm like, I can feel like my elbow's on. And they're like, elbow! And I was like, it feels like it's on. It doesn't feel like it's off. But whatever. DF, so bad. Should get Brian on the table in front of a crowd for a demonstration. That'd be fun. Jen says, Brian, arm wrestling going to be sick. Looking forward to this. Chim Flipper, will the arm wrestling world needs you? Oh, will. The arm wrestling world needs you. I agree. What's your personal max on Devon's pronation lift? I've never even done it. Maybe we should try. I was thinking about trying it That's the one where you lock it and you stand up, right? Or right? That's that one. I've never tried it. I train my pronation differently than that, so I'm not sure. Sinewy slacker. I'm ready to supermatch the Willy Wonka Chimpy. What? All right, guys. All right, what do we got? 34 people, 11 likes. These are some rookie like numbers. Jody elbow Larrett. That's funny. Tall Paul says, I love Jody Death, but it was hard to watch her smack talk to Derek during the match. Jody's awesome. I talked to Jody a lot before the match, and we spoke after. She's a sweetheart. I love Jody to death. It was an impossible decision. She said she hated every second of it, of having to be on the other side. But it's Matt Mask. I get it. That's, Devon's little brother. I got that. Me and Devon are close, but I get it. He's closer with Matt. So, no harm, no foul. I got the Jody tribute. She's loud, though. It's just, I wasn't really paying a ton of attention to her. I remember, like I said, I think I responded one time, my elbow's on. But it is just like the whole it's like a car alarm kind of going off in your ear while you're trying to arm wrestle. So it's not like, and she was just kind of saying the same thing, but it's more, I think, the refs, trying to listen to her, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting being cheered against by Jody, getting the Jody experience on the table there. Let's see. Benji Mac, what up? Gonna go train with OC Arms. Think we're gonna cruise your practice this weekend too. Yeah. So some of the OC guys are coming up to our practice on Sunday for everybody on my team. So you guys know that's what the captain, Big Allen, has said. G19, if you live one day earlier, you can call it. Oh, if you did your live one day earlier, you can call it Taco Tuesday. That's true. But then Bridget would have to make tacos every Tuesday, or I'd have to order tacos. I'd have to have tacos in some form. Let's see. Sinewy, what weight should 176 be able to do on Devon's pronation lift to be high level? Well, I don't do that lift. Someone said that. No. I think Frank was saying Corey Miller did 135 pounds, like no problem. I didn't see it. That's what he said. Corey Miller's like a 176 guy. So if that's true and he did it correct form, then maybe, is that a good number? I don't know. I don't really study that lift, so I'm not sure. All right, 35 people, 16 likes. Let's get into the East versus West card, the matchups. Let's talk about this a little bit. Yeah, okay. So obviously, this is what's your personal best on Devon standing overhead press? I don't know. It's like 405 or something like that for 6. I'm just gonna go with the guys I know. We're gonna go over the matches of the guys I already know. But yeah. Benji Mac, Mr. Choke Cherry. What? Jen says, if Brian has trained he's arm wrestling moves on a regular. He said he's been messing around with them. I don't think he's training it consistently or seriously, but he says he's been here and there training arm wrestling movements like hand and wrist and stuff. Mindaugas Terasitis versus Artur Makarov. Mindaugas. I'm going Mindaugas. It's best of 5, so I'm going Mindaugas 3-2. Schoolboy versus Leonidas. This is right-handed, I'm assuming. Is this right-handed or left-handed? Does anybody know? Schoolboy versus Leonidas. Is that right-handed or left-handed? It doesn't say on the poster here. Oh, it's best of 7. Oh, yeah, because the championship matches are. Oh, gotcha. So that one's best of 7. I still have Mindaugas, though. 4-3. Schoolboy versus Leo is right-handed. Oh, okay. Right-handed, then Schoolboy is going to crush Leonidas. So I think that's a 3-0. Sandra Sedis versus, was it Ibrahim? No, yeah, is it Ibrahim Saigov? I can't remember his first name. It was something. It just says his last name on here. I think, yeah, Ibrahim. Okay. I think Ibrahim it's going to snap into a hook. I don't think I don't think Saunders will be able to stay out. Now, he's not weak in a hook, but Ibrahim is a monster in a hook. I think he goes into a hook and Ibrahim takes it. Saunders might get round 1, so I'll give it 3-1 Ibrahim. I don't know. I know Fia, but I don't know the other lady in that super match, so I won't comment. Arsene Lillian versus Brandon Elsesor. Arsene Lillian versus Brandon Elsesor. That's interesting. I mean, because that's one of those matches where Arsene Lillian, his first match back, what level is he at? I don't know. Like, how can anybody know? I mean, obviously, if it was old Arsene, nothing against Brandon Elsesor, but he wouldn't feel Brandon. Like, it would be crazy. Now, I don't know Arsene's current weight or his strength level right now. I heard that he said that if he loses to Brandon, he's going to retire immediately. But Brandon's no slouch. Brandon's pretty strong, especially if he gets in a grinder. But has Brandon has not won on the East vs. West stage yet, right? I think, would he have 1 match or 2? I think obviously cheering for Brandon, Team West, 100%. I gotta think if Arsene gets back into it, he's at some level that he's happy with. And if that's the case, like, he could be scary. I mean, he was scary even when he was lighter before he got all crazy big. I'm gonna lean towards Arsene, but I'll say like a 3-2 to give Brandon some credit because I don't know, but I feel like if Arsene's taking a match right now, he feels good enough. He's gonna be pretty strong, I think. But we'll have to see. Let me catch up here in the chat. Doug's got that one. Is Brian thinking about competing? I mean, at some point, but he's thinking about just getting into the sport training and kind of get into it. He's thinking about it. Hasn't made a decision yet. Arm Gods in 10 days says, yeah, if you guys check out Arm Gods, that's in 10 days. Schoolboy versus Leo is right. Mario, what's going on? Let's see. Robert Crane, Saunders is peaking now. I have a feeling he's going to dominate. Ooh, that would be great. If he dominates Ibrahim, that would be wild. It's hard because no one else knows where Arsene's at. I agree. Sub to Brian Shaw. Show him some arm wrestling love. Yeah, there you go. You guys sub to Brian Shaw. Drew, what's going on? Kane, what's happening? Dangerous Dan, been sub for Brian for years. Yeah, same. Sean says the match is set for Arsene's big return. Brandon is great, but Arsene's taking it. Says Sean. Does bench press help arm wrestling? It doesn't hurt arm wrestling, but it's not the most beneficial lift you can do for it. But it's not going to hurt you. There's parts of it that can aid you in arm wrestling, of course. But if you're going to prioritize and try to be efficient in all your lifts, it's definitely not number one most efficient lift by any means. Okay, so Samushia versus Idarkin. That's Nerdalet, I think. Is that his first name? Nerdalet? That's a world title match, so that's best of 7. Samushia's a lot slower. Anybody from Kazakhstan is crazy fast. Without doing as much homework as I should, these are early predictions. I'm going to go with Nerdalet catches Samushia sleeping. Although Samushia, that's his weight class, right? He's been owning that. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give credit to the king. And I'm going to say 4-1 Samushia. Oniani and Octav. I don't know anything about Octav. Iraklis Zerakashvili versus Oleg Petrenko. That's a cool match. I feel like Petrenko is more well-rounded, but can he contain Iraklis' roll? Does he have enough cup? Does he have enough rising and posting pressure? Man, that's close. That's kind of close to call, actually, in my head. I can see that going both ways. Iraklis is going to be more explosive. I think Petrenko might have more top-end strength. Oh, man. What do you guys think? Iraklis or Petrenko? What's the chat saying here? This match is 7. Jens, it's far down the list. Yeah, yo, been a while, bro. Robert Crane. Brian said he's got a lot of interest in arm wrestling. You know something. Why does anyone care about Levan's 250 kilo bench then? Because it has a place. Like I said, it has a place. It's a good measure of strength. Plus, it fires up your CNS really well. It's a good heavy motion, but also your chest and your pecs and your tricep all have play in an arm wrestling match. So yeah. Oh, Irakli's. Oh, I didn't know that. Son says, oh, I'm looking at the poster. Must be old. Okay. So wait, it's Sasha versus Irakli? Oh. I have to go Irakli. I mean, I know it's really hard to top roll Sasha, but if Irakli's so low, I have to think Irakli can do it. I think. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go Irakli. If it's Irakli versus Sasha, like Sean says in the chat, then I'm going to go Irakli. Or Joe Nelson says, I think Petrenko is filling in for an injured Sasha. Which one is it, guys? Sean says it's 100% Irakli versus Sasha. Okay. So I'm going to Irakli on that one, but I'm not sure. So we'll go like 3-2 Irakli. Yeah. Michael Todd versus Frank Lamparelli. Now this is going to be interesting. Frank had his match with Matt Max, looked really good, won that match. Frank is an absolute monster. He's proven himself, and I think he's hungry right now. I think he's on the up and up. Michael Todd, comeback match, right? Is his arm where he wants it to be? Is his mindset where he needs it to be? This is going to be interesting, right? Frank Lamparelli has a good style to deal with traditional Mike. Now, I don't know if his finishing ability is next level. I mean, he had trouble finishing Matt when Matt went floppy. So I'm not sure. And that was in the straps, right? And so if he had trouble pulling through Matt's flop, can he deal with Mike's King's move? Is Frank all wrist, but not all wrist, but is his by far like the strongest part of his arm is hand and wrist, and his chest and arm and elbow fall off, so he won't be able to drive hard sideways? I'm not sure. I'm really excited. I don't know if people are talking crap or whatever, but I'm really excited to see Mike's comeback form. I hope that he's in a good shape. If what happened, what they were optimistic about happening after these surgeries has occurred, if Mike has more range of motion going in, but still the same range of motion going out, that means he has more access to a deeper hook, to a press, which means he can be more offensive in general. He won't have to be as defensive. Because before, remember, so his arm blocks here going out, but his arm can only go in like this much as well. So if his arm can go in way more, now when he's arm wrestling, Mike was always looking for the press, right? So he'd be King's moving, and then once they get tired, he'd do this and try to get behind it. But since his arm couldn't bend in more, that transition was really big, and it took a long ways to get into it. But now he can get tight. So now King's move, King's move, King's move, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. And the transition to get your shoulder behind your hand is going to be way faster, right? Because it's tighter angle in here. So it'll lead to a lot more offensive capabilities if this is true, right? If he has the strength, the confidence, and all that stuff, and the range of motion, we could see a much more offensive Michael Todd. Obviously, he looked good when he pulled Pavlo. So I'm interested to see this for sure. Obviously, cheering for Mike, Team West. And I think Mike wins this. Maybe Mike might try something, new angle or something he's not really used to. Maybe Frank gets one win, but I'm thinking like 4-1 Michael Todd. Okay, so now the other matches. Alex Kardeccia versus Georgi Svetkov. Ooh. Oh, my God. Some big boys. Let me catch up in the chat before I dive super deep into that. DF says, Eddie Hall going to be there again? Try to get him and Brian on the table in front of the crowd would be awesome content. I'm not sure. Let's see. Petrenko is filling in for Toddzilla versus Kirgali at King of the Table. Oh. Taylor Palmer, stopping in for a minute. What's up, Derek? Nothing much. What's going on with you? Very excited to see Monster Michael Todd's return, says Sean. I agree. Joe Nelson, Sasha Andreev defeated Irakli Zerikashvili 4-1 in 2021 Istanbul event. Going to be good to see if Irakli can avenge this. Yeah, I think Irakli can take it right now. I think so. But we'll see. I could be completely wrong. Okay, so Georgi and Alex Kardeccia. Now, this is super interesting. Georgi fancies himself unhookable and with the strongest wrist. Alex is on a tear right now. That left-handed match with Morozov was wild, and Morozov is okay. So Alex is, I believe, if I've heard correctly, is supposed to be a little bit better left-handed than he is right-handed. I don't think it's a huge drop-off though, but I think he favors his left. If his left was at that level where he can go to that kind of war with Morozov, who's ranked number 1 in the world left-handed, like it was an absolute screamer, could go either person's way at any moment. So he's on that level, right? And I think he's leveled up. Remember, he took that big break. So I think Alex is wild right now. And so I think his right hand is going to be pretty nuts as well, right? It's not just going to be his left. I guarantee he didn't train just one arm, right? So I'm imagining his right is leveled up pretty significantly. Georgie has been on a tear and doing well lately. Been looking very strong. So Alex goes up. Alex starts elbow front right, go. He just climbs. Once he has hand control, he slides the elbow back and tries to pin. Georgie's similar. Georgie, I think, will slide his elbow back a little earlier, but he won't have as long of an arm as Alex, I don't believe. So it's going to be a hand and wrist fight, right? It's definitely going to be two guys fighting for hand and wrist. I don't think either one of them can hook the other one. Like, if they don't want to be hooked, I don't think so I'm not sure. I think I'm leaning towards Alex only because he's going to be the bigger guy in general. He's going to be taller and stuff like that. He won't be heavier than Georgie, but he'll probably still have more muscle mass. Although Georgie's been losing weight. I'm not sure exactly where he's at weight-wise. Georgie looks insane right now. Super Jack City. Ooh, I got to see. I haven't seen a recent picture of Georgie in a while. Part of me, my brain is just saying Alex. Either way, hey, Alex went flop. Wait, Alex flop pressed against. Did he flop press against Morozov or just press him? I can't remember. I know there was a press in there, but I can't remember if he was flopped or if he just chopped. Do you guys remember? Did Alex chop or did he flop against Morozov? I know he pressed him because they both hooked, pressed, and top rolled against each other. They both did all 3 moves. I remember thinking that. So I'm not sure if we've seen Alex with a flop press. But, yeah, I think – so, anyway, I'm going Alex. I'm going to Alex on this one. 3-2. Screamer, and probably whoever loses their wrist probably loses. So we'll see. In the chat, Georgia got it. Alex better have a flop press. Georgia looks insane right now. Super Jack City. DF's South Island Arms. There you go. Check them out. Emma Smith, my daughter, in the chat says, "What's up?" She's at Disneyland right now. She's at Disneyland right now and on her phone watching her dad's podcast. Go enjoy Disneyland, fool. What are you doing? Why are you on your phone at Disneyland? Georgie said he has become professional recently with all that implies. Oh, good. And DF saying, "Hey, Emma." All right. Guys, can we get a like spike in the chat? We're at 48 people, 23 likes. All right. Hermes Gasparini versus Muratov. I think that this is silly. Can you guys see Hermes giving Muratov problems? Am I in the minority here, thinking that Muratov crushes Hermes? Alex Tredetcha and Hermes just had some secret practice polls in Italy. Alex didn't want to reveal anything, but he said Hermes has made a lot of progress since their match. He favored Hermes to win. Do you think Hermes beats Muratov? I mean, say it. Someone say that Hermes beats Muratov. I want to see in the chat. I'm going to hold you to this. I feel like this is like 90-10. I feel like this is like 90% Muratov, 10% Hermes. Am I tripping? Champ, I'm Team Hermes. Okay, David Simpson said yes. Sean, I see this match as 50-50. Hermes easily beat Wagner like a year ago. Hermes can beat Muratov 50. What? I would say Hermes if he didn't ghost you in Italy. Thanks, Joe. Thank you, Joe, for having my back. No, I'm not anti-Hermes, but Hermes left it. It's not bad, but that's Muratov. That's like probably a top 3 guy in the world left-handed. Man. Hermes focused our left match. I got him. Hermes don't budge him out of center, says Robert Crane. See, I'm more in the Robert Crane is saying he might budge him out of center, but yeah, my brain is like 80% Muratov, 80-90% Muratov. I can't see Aramis taking that. But who knows? We'll see. But yeah, as of right now, I'm gonna do some research. I'll do some research before. Maybe we'll do another predictions video like right before the match. But yeah, I think Muratov. Right now, I'm favoring Muratov pretty heavy. Maybe not sideways, but can Hermes move him backwards? I'm not sure. So this takes us to the final match, which everybody's talked about. We've already covered 3-4 times. Levan versus Devon. Levan and Devon. Updates, right? Levan's been releasing videos, his monster curls, everything looking wild. What's the last like wrist video that Levan has put out? Has he put any wrist curls or anything like that? And I haven't been following that closely, guys. I got my ass kicked. I've been staying off social media a little bit. What has he been putting anything out that's like this, or is it all just curls? Okay. Tex Prana says no, he hasn't put anything out. Okay. Well, that's still rough because, like I said, I know leading into the match, obviously Levan is going to say he's the strongest he's ever been. He's not going to want Devon to think there's weakness in the armor, etc. Always wearing wrist wraps. Sean, Levan not putting a lot of wrist videos. He's playing mind games according to Engen. Yeah, so that could be the other thing. He could purposely not be putting out wrist videos, even though it is 100%, just to kind of mess with Devon, so Devon thinks it's weak. There's that. But I don't know if he needs to do that. Either way, Devon's going to try to attack his wrist, weak or not. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that, whatever. Levan just posted a 260 kg bench with no wrist wraps, no wrist curls at all. David Simpson, are you back to training, Derek? Yes, I am back to training. Although he did just do a bench video with no wraps. He's training flop press, should tell you something. Ooh. Now Devon, I was hearing he just started hitting more PRs on his lifts, on his little Devon pronation lifts. DF, what are his numbers? What kind of PR did Devon just hit for his lifts that he's doing? Hey, Wing Zero, what's going on? David Simpson says, what I think is strange is that Engen felt necessary to defend Levan. Well, he wants to keep it close in everybody's mind so more people would buy the pay-per-view and be interested in the match, of course. So he's not going to let it get too lopsided one or the other. Texas Prime says 161, I think it was. Okay, so what was his best prior to that? Do you guys know what Devon's best prior to the 161, 161 was? Like how or the last time he pulled Levan, do you guys know what it was? It was 154 last time? Okay. 147. Huh. So Devon's moving forward. I saw a post just today when I was scrolling through looking for this poster, Devon saying that he can still get stronger. He can still get stronger. His riser's up 5% too. It's good, right? Like I've said a bunch of times, it's all going to come down to that hand and wrist. It will. If Levan loses his leverage, losing his wrist, if he loses his leverage, it's going to be very difficult to pull through Devon over a best of 7 super match, right? It's a world title, right? Yeah. Over a best of 7 super match, without his wrist, it will be insanely difficult. Obviously, that would depend on when he loses his wrist, if he does, right? Is it round 1 or is it round 3? Then you could still have a good chance. But if he loses that wrist round 1 due to injury or due to, his past injury or whatever, that's a rough sell, guys. Levan isn't known for – because you got to think, could he surge and still pin Devon without his wrist? It's possible. Can he do it that many rounds? Levan is big, and he's going to be extra big for this. Will he be able to breathe and process and do it over rounds? I don't know. So Devon's obviously going to try to King's move and crack that wrist. Levan, that's where the fight's at, you guys. Like when I'm watching that match, that's all I'm watching for. I don't even care if the first 2 or 3 rounds Levan's going sideways. I'm just watching to see if that wrist just is opening up a little more and more each time. And if it goes, things are going to get rough. I think if Levan loses his wrist, he might be able to get one more round, one more pin without it, maybe, depending on when he loses it, and then it's over. So he said it was really easy. Andre says Devon changed his angle, so they're going to go up. He's up 10% from last match versus Levan, best of 7 now. Joe Nelson says Levan got those arms level endurance. David Simpson said angles didn't change really, just before his arm would open and get close to parallel before the weight lifted. Arm doesn't move now. Bicep is much stronger. Gennady lost his wrist, then pressed Devon. Yeah, but Gennady's way more mobile on the table and way more explosive than Levan. So I wouldn't read into Gennady too much. Yeah, so that's the question. Now, like I will stick with all the way up to leading the match. Obviously, I'm Team Devon. Obviously, I'm Team West. I think you have to have Levan as the favorite. I think until proven otherwise with his track record, you have to have Levan as the favorite. Now, the gap is closing, but I think you have to list him as the favorite. Now, I'm like I said, cheering for Devon, but I think if Vegas hit me up and I got there, like, all right, we got this betting site. There's millions of dollars involved. You got to set the odds. Kind of with Robert Crane, actually. I think that's really good. 65-35 Levan in Levan's favor. Yeah, I'm definitely on Team Devon. Levan's my boy too. Love that guy. Definitely on Team Devon. We want to see the smaller guy win. And change of the king there, hand over the crown. But 65-35 Levan. I might even say 60-40. You know what? I'll go up to 60-40. Levan favored over Devon. But hey, 40% is pretty good, right? Like that's pretty good for Devon. So I'm interested to see it though. I think it's hard to, like, with Levan's performance and weight advantage and all the things. And last time they pulled, he broke Devon's arm or tore his arm. I think it's hard to have Devon listed as a favorite. I feel like that would be a little silly just based off lifting videos. So I have to put Levan as a favorite, but cheering for Devon for sure. Dylan says Levan's 260K G bench video proved that he is at his prime level as far as strength goes. There are 7 matches, is my point, David. He can start it off the go if he loses wrist as well. Muscle Bites says Arm Gods, Arm Shock, who DF says, I hope Levan puts his name on the Hummer and brings it to the event. That would be cool. He's just too strong, says Robert Crane. Jen says, seen that Auden gonna pull James English. Yes, I saw that. James English was at my practice I was at like a month ago. He was over there. He is like, I mean, I know he's a bodybuilder, so what I was about to say makes complete sense. That dude has like the smallest waist and the biggest upper body, like proportions. It's wild. It's crazy looking. Yeah, so he's really strong. I will say, like, I didn't get on the table with Auden, so I don't know Auden's strength level. But I would go as far to say I'm pretty sure that James English is going to be stronger than Auden in more areas. That Auden is stronger than James. Now, Auden is going to be a better arm wrestler. So can James have this? And James is not a bad arm wrestler. He tightens up and everything gets compact. Like he knows what he's doing on the table. Not at the extent that Auden does, I don't believe. But it's going to be interesting if James can get a hold of Auden. Like James is strong. He's real strong. So it's definitely it'll be brain versus brawn for sure. And we'll see. But yeah, James English was no joke on the table. No joke. I gripped up with him when we were at the Fit Expo, the last LA Fit Expo, and he was pulling everybody. And I was like, oh, who's this bodybuilder guy? Get up there. And I was like, dude, he was really strong. And after even pulling a bunch of people in a row. So, yeah. I'm going to pull out the same East versus West Florida thing. I'm not sure if Auden's going to be there or not. I'll be there, but I'm not sure if Auden is. Joe Roy, hope all is well with you, bud. How are you feeling about your match with Matt? And do you recog? Do you recognize? Sorry, my phone's cracked. It does its own thing sometimes. I don't. But do I recognize what? I don't know. Well, Joe, don't apologize. Finish the sentence first. But first part, how are you feeling about your match with Matt? My match with Matt, I got out arm wrestled by Matt for sure. I felt I was okay strength levels and pretty ill prepared. Matt showed up prepared and executed and did what he needed to do. All credit to Matt. Matt was a better arm wrestler than me that day for sure. I feel like with some small tweaks and a little bit better of a prep, we could run that back in like 3 months, and potentially it could be a different score. But he executed, so good to Matt. Good for Matt. That's my buddy. Super happy for him, and it showed. And, obviously, I've already gotten all the tears out of the way. Obviously, I've already done all the sobbing, right? So now I'm at the point where I can look at it a little more non-biased. But yeah, it showed me kind of where I went wrong in the lead up, where I went wrong during the match, and then what I want to fix moving forward. So I covered this in my last live chat last Wednesday. But yeah, I'm optimistic, guys. I got to get my chest healed up. This thing is kind of holding me back, but I'm going to keep going at it. I'm just going to go get a turkey baster and fill it up with growth hormone and BPC 157 and just whatever else. I'm just going to jam it into my shoulder, and I need some stem cells. I just throw a whole baby in there, just blend it up, and just I need to fix it. But yeah, I'm optimistic about things moving forward. Last chat, I put out that I'm open to the idea of looking for new programming and things like that, or I might just tweak my programming with some things I feel like I need to change, which would be more comfortable for me because it'd still be in the same kind of style as mine where I'm used to, but change up some pivotal stuff. But right now, like I just got back into training, so I'm just putting my body through hell week or for a couple weeks, just kind of getting back into the lifting thing, going through all the soreness, and then we're gonna start getting really into the hardcore programming because I have a match June 15th, so I have to get ready for that. I'm gonna crush this dude. I absolutely crush him. I think. I hope. No, I'm crushing him. For sure. Let's see, Joe Rowe, you answered my question, but you seem like the bigger, stronger, over guy. He does have that crazy hand. Drew says 110 x 7 Smith curls in the recommended short. How much would a stem cell bath cost? Just laying stem cells. Aaron Castillo, the blended baby bastard treatment. I heard good things about that. Dude, you already look crazy strong everywhere. Thanks, Joe. You know what? I don't hear that enough anymore, Joe. I appreciate that. Joe Nelson says, talking to DF, we should make a stem cell energy drink. Derek will be super jacked with stemmies. Jen says, June 15th, then you and Auden versus James going to be on the same card. Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't hear the whole card yet. Wing Zero says, you need to CRISPR gene editing to become superhuman image. You had silverback strength. I think I can use 2 hands to do that 110 Smith curls. I think I got up to 115s for the Smith curls, but yeah, I want to get back to those. Usually when I'm doing heavy Smith curls and I have a good number on those, I feel it on the table. I'm feeling really good on the table. So I'll keep doing those. I love those. I love that lift. But there's some stylistic things I want to change for sure. I want to get back to not holding on nearly as much. My career, over my career in the sport, I've changed different moves and things like that due to injuries and preferences and whatnot. The last phase I had before my current phase was a heavy hooking phase. Everything was all the way inside. I started as a top roller, went to a low hand top roller, then became a hook puller for like 3 years, and then went. So after you're offensive and you're used to hooking like this, and you start trying to go outside again, you tend to be more offensive because you're not afraid to drive sideways. You've been hooking so long. So once I got back into outside pulling, I started favoring the high hook, which is what I favor now, which is knuckles up, but it's inside my shoulder blades, right? It's in here, it's not out here, and it's close, so that way I can drive sideways, and it's just so little hand dominance, hard sideways, like Andre Pushkar, something like that, right? But now I want to transition from this into getting a little more comfortable, completely letting go, completely going defense, pulling backwards, whether it's low or high, just really getting let go-y. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the only move I do and stuff like that. I'm not trying to King's move, but I do want to be comfortable in that scenario, more comfortable, be more prone to doing it. And then when I need, bring in all that crazy side pressure and the big chest and shoulders and things like that. So that's, if I'm being open, that's what I'm kind of getting ready to do. That's not specific for this match I'm about to have either. That was my plan right after the mat match. Like that's what I want to start working on. So by the time I'm going to be training everything, I'll be training to get stronger in a hook and everything. I train my training and lifting is pretty well rounded, so all the tools will be fairly sharp. But I definitely want to get into a more defensive style moving forward. So, but we'll see how this match looks with this guy, who I still can't say his name, sadly. Joe Roy, how much are stem cells? I hear a lot, like thousands and thousands. Drew says, Derek doing full hang pull-ups is amazing. Hey, Eric Castillo, I know I'm trying too hard after Barrick failed, but maybe Derek, blended baby Baster Smith works, eh? Veronica saying, like this stream. What do we got? 57 people, 38 likes. Yeah, you guys, if we get a like spike in the chat, I'd appreciate that. Knights Open top row looks cool when you're holding on to someone. Yeah, I just need to utilize my height, my length, right? I'm pretty long, and let me go ahead and ask Bridget. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Come on, I had to. But I have to utilize this a little bit more, right? If I'm going to have these lever, I have to roll out with it and start utilizing a little bit better, optimize the length of my arm. And I know that. So there she is. Hey, Bridget's entered the chat. Hasn't said anything the entire time. Waiting for one joke, and there she is. But yeah, so I scatter everybody. That's funny. That's funny. Hey, I talked about that was about to sound bad. I talked about your tacos earlier. I talked about the tacos that you made me earlier in the chat in the stream. Derek, if you lived with Devon for 30 days, you think you would get better, or nothing he could teach you would apply to you? 30 days, so like a month with Devon. Yeah, I can make some gains. It would depend on how much we'd have to map it out. It depend on how much arm wrestling we'd have to do. Obviously, I would gain something, right? It wouldn't be like a brand new guy getting like my world overthrown and suddenly I'm a different arm wrestler, but I would definitely make some steps forward in some things for sure, undoubtedly. It's just we'd have to dial in the physical damage and how much I can take and hang with and stuff like that, but I would be excited about I try doing his lifting. Like every time he goes and does his max, I walk over there and do my max or whatever, his little max lifts, go do that and eat what he's eating and all the things like that. So it could be interesting. I can feel myself leveling up for sure. That's weird. Hey, somebody that's in our chat, Mike says it's not letting the super chats go through. Did anybody else try to super chat me and it didn't go through? So that sounds weird. I'm not trying to trick you guys. Did anybody else try to super chat and didn't go through? Because that's what he's saying to me. Mike, this sounds weird, like I'm lying. Tell them that you just text me that. It sounds like I'm like, hey, someone tried. Did anybody else try anything like that? Is it not working? Let's see. Drew24 says I'll take whatever he's taking. Yeah, just anything, Devon. I'll just mimic Devon. He'll wake up in the morning. I'll be sleeping next to his bed. Joe Nelson, $2 super chat. Mike's lying. No, screw that, Mike. You're not lying to me. It's not letting me super chat you. I'm showing the text. Screw that. Don't try to make me look stupid. Don't try. Hey, Joe. Thank you. I appreciate you. Joe Nelson with you first. Joe with the $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'll just camp out next to Devon's bed and just anything he gets up, he goes, takes a piss, we're sword fighting. He goes and gets dressed. I'm getting dressed. I'm wearing my big green hoodie. Whatever he does goes on a 10-mile walk barefoot. I'm 10-mile walking barefoot. Whatever it is. I'm doing the whole thing. I honestly think near what Devon does about arm wrestling, in my opinion. I don't know that, Joe. I don't think near what Devon does. I know pretty much what Devon does. Yeah, I talk to him a lot. He tells me exactly what he's doing. Or are you trying to say I don't know any near what Devon does? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm not sure, Joe. Arm Wrestling Mario. Hey, Derek, how can I buy an Alpha t-shirt? Do you have size medium available? Check the awswitch.com. That's the website you're going to use to buy the Alpha t-shirts. Moderators, can I get a link in the chat, please? And then discount code AWDerek, save some money. If you're on my team, then you would choose not delivery, you choose in-store pickup, which means I'll bring it to you. DF says, I'll send you the Arm Gods card and info in Discord, Derek. There you go. All right, for sure. Aaron says, I need to start top rolling. I agree. Start top rolling more. Wing Zero, Derek, if you ever visit Toronto, I'll buy you a beer. Thanks, bud. Bridget, I am working and heard my name, then had to rewind. Tacos, length, height, girth. Got it. Drew says I'm too poor. What are you talking about? My nips are huge, says Dong Morningwood. Nah, I sent him a screenshot. Going to try on my computer. Oh, Dong, talking crap. Oh, soy boy, when are you going to win a match? I just won the match before this one. Man, you guys suck. We got to find some better crap talking. Joe Nelson says sword fighting maybe only takes Canadian money. Joe Nilo and Roy Baker had an evil baby. It would be called Joe Roy. It's true. Has Larry been to any alpha practices lately? He has not. I have not seen Larry in a few months. Yeah, I don't know. Larry does his own thing. Beat an ogre-sized person. The guy I beat was an ogre-sized person. Did you see it? I am intentionally trying to arm wrestle the bigger, heavier guys. But I couldn't pass up a King of the Table offer with Matt Mast. But, like, if you've been following my channel for a while, we've talked about me versus Matt before this was ever announced, like, many, many times. And I always said, like, he's not a super heavyweight. It's not something I'm really pursuing. But if King of the Table calls and says, pull Matt Mast, you're like, well, all right, let's do it. But normally, I want to pull guys that are, like, minimum over 300 pounds is what I'd prefer to pull, for sure. I don't want to pull some little dude that I lose. If I lose some little dude who looks like crap, I want to pull some big guy. Larry has to generate coin. It's not letting me super chat you. Oh, I don't know, Mike. I'm not sure what's going on. Did you see the guy he beat? The guy had a damn Aladdin magic carpet on his chest and back alone. Real life ogre. Damn, Schmo. June 24 says Mass on fire. He's got to be the best he's ever been, in my opinion. He told me everything's healed up and there's no pains at all anymore. He says he's feeling great. And he felt really good. He felt really strong. Mike, you have hit your max doing all these super chats today, Mr. Moneybags, right? And DF sharing the awswitch.com code AWDerek. You guys get yourself hat, shirt, stickers. I'm trying to get this sticker idea launched. I even talked to DF about it. He stopped talking to me about it. DF, what's going on? I've talked to Wes Bjornsson about it. He said, "Oh yeah, I'll get back to you." No one is helping me. No people that know how to draw and design are helping me with this idea. You guys are gonna love this when it launches. I'm telling you, EBT card cutoffs of Schmo. Been busy with AG promos. Okay. Veronica Knight, what up? What up? Well, let's see. Why am I blowing up with text messages here? Who's Mike Cash at me $20. Let me guys see. Oh, yeah. It says Mike Cash at me. It won't focus. It says Mike Cash at me $20. That's what it says. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. All right. Even though this is supposed to be for super chats, Mike, and you cheated the system, I got you still. I got you. Times are rough. Actually, times are rough. I know, Jesus. Mike with the $20. Mike, you want to give any shout outs right now with that? All right, beat a midget then, says Dong Morningwood. Where's the plant, by the way, says Veronica. Bridget abducted the plant. I don't know why. Ask her. She's in here. She literally just walked the other day. I was sitting here like 2 days ago, and she's like, oh, I'm going to get this out of the way. And she just took it. I don't know why. I don't know why she was so mad about the plant. I got to figure this out. You ever seen Bridget's face when Derek gets upset? I don't think I've seen that, Schmo. Is there a picture of Bridget's face when I get upset? What's your cash app? Says Dylan Binu. Christmas is over, says Bridget. It's still a plant. Get back. Oh, so Mike says in his text message after he sent me $20, get back to work and stay consistent. You got this, bro. Hit it hard. Get after it. Don't do any ego lifts and get hurt. Come in with confidence and kill it. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. No, I'm definitely not ego lifts. I never go below 6s. So yeah, I'm not trying to. I don't ever do that. But yeah, I want to win this match, and I need to win this match, and I believe I can win this match coming up. So I'm excited. Dylan, I don't know. How am I going to share that? What info do you need for my Cash App? Bridget, what info does... I don't know. I don't mess with Cash App that much. How do I give someone my Cash App? It's money sign capital AWD AW Derek 22. Basically, money sign AW Derek 22. No spaces or anything like that. That's my Cash App. Let's see. Am I allowed to do that? Is YouTube going to ban me for doing that? Could have made it a year tree, eggs and shamrocks, etc. I agree, Veronica. Could have decorated it. Let's see. When you stop giving money to YouTube, says Drew. Christmas forever, back with the plant. Steve says, do you think Jake Paul will start arm wrestling after he beats Mike Tyson? Oh, you think, Steve, so you think Jake Paul's going to beat him? I know he's old, but oh, come on, man. I really hope that fight's not fixed, and I really hope that somehow Mike Tyson is just feeling real good that day, and I just hope he beats the crap out of Jake Paul. I think everybody hopes that, but it'd be sad seeing Mike Tyson get beat up, man. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope Mike just goes in there with the fury and handles his business, and hope it's not fixed. I hope it's not fixed. Please don't let it be fixed. Dave Anderson says, because you're not responsible enough for plant push-ups. Bridget says, Veronica, that takes too much work. LOL. Do Venmo. Veronica, it's a baby tree. Drew, trying to share, but there's no space between the money sign and then the AW Derek, Drew. It's just all one thing. DF says, Valhalla 3, March 23rd, Ireland, live premium event only on armgods.com, just for $4.99 for 18 super matches. Card is stacked. Arm Wrestling Showcase, Devon is looking a little small in his latest pic he posted of himself. In my opinion, he should be 20 to 40 pounds heavier. I know he can gain weight like that, but I think he feels better and feels like he arm wrestles better at his current weight. Muscle Bike giving shout outs to White Wolf. Where is White Wolf? Joe Roy. Derek, who do you think is winning in the RVJ versus Bowen? If RVJ is just being casual and walking into that match and not training, then Ryan Bowen will win. I just haven't been following it, so I don't know if RVJ has been training. If RVJ is all trained up and ready, I'll favor RVJ. But if he's just taking it easy, then I think Ryan Bowen wins. If the RVJ that showed up at Knuckles Up and pulled Brandon Allen, that RVJ shows up, then I think Ryan Bowen will beat him. Tyson, in shape, he faced Roy Jones. I hope. Tyson or Paul. Oh, should we have a poll? I haven't done a poll in a while. Although this is, whatever. It's not arm wrestling, but let's do it. Who wins? Jake Paul or Tyson? Let's see. What do you guys think? If you guys care, and you're probably arm wrestling fans, probably could give a crap about it. I'm just worried that it might be fixed. So then Jake Paul wins. I'm not even a conspiracy theorist type of dude. It's just, I don't know. Are they fixed? I didn't even get to me wondering. I'm not sure. But if it's not, I don't know. British Sexton says, one day when Derek and I have time, we will go plant shopping again, buy another adopted child since he killed the last one. I didn't kill the last one. Don't you do that. I'll need to go to counseling. Don't you dare say that. RVJ is favored to win. I hope Bowen wins, so says Drew. Everyone trains when they have to face Bowen because no one wants to lose to him. Andre says, do you think Brian Shaw will have another arm wrestling event? Yes. Veronica Knight says, doorway stretches, stand up in the doorway with your arms bent at 90 and slide them up and down. Muscle Mike says, Derek, arm gods chant. Oh, my bad. I'm mistaking Aru with Ahu. I feel you, Muscle Mike. I know what you're saying. Ahu is more like the Sparta. Gotcha. My bad. Anyone voting for Jake is a troll, says Drew. We know you're the responsible one, Bridget, says Veronica. Okay, you're right. She's more responsible than me. I'm not gonna lie. All right. I got like a couple things in check, right? I make sure the daughter's taken care of. That's all good, and I make sure I take a shower every few days, and then that's it, right? That's about it. Spencer Talon says, the funny thing about the lift comparison videos is everyone compares pronation to pronation when it's pronation versus cupping. Almost 60-year-old badass against 20-something punk, says Dave Anderson. It's true. It's on Netflix, so it's fixed, says Veronica. Okay. Hey, Sarah Latona in the chat. What's up, Sarah? There she is. 81% think Mike Tyson's going to win of 21 votes. 22 votes. 21 votes. 22. How's it going down votes? 22 votes. That's what's up. Do you think Uncle John will get the beer can head smash? Oh, it's not, is Uncle John pulling an arm god? I haven't looked at the arm gods card as of yet. Uncle John's pulling against Beerman? Left-handed, I'm assuming? Man. If Uncle John beats Evan, that's going to be great. That'll be great. That's going to be interesting to watch. I definitely want to watch that. Devon pronates at least 161 pounds. Levon Cup was 165, I believe. This is a very close match. But it also depends on the coverage. Depends on where Levon's applying his cup. It depends on how straight Levon's wrist is at the beginning. There's a lot of things. It's not just purely that, right? I think you need to stop being stubborn and just commit to outside arm wrestling. Use your frame. If you have to King's move, who cares, man? No one's judging you. My frame. Let's see. Left hand tag match. DF post the link. Outside your elbow or in a hook or inside, says Veronica. Are you talking to me? Brothers on a Rampage. Would you rather train like Georgians or Kazakhs? Georgians. For me. Arm wrestler showcase. What do you think about the reverse pyramid training method for arm wrestling training? One set light warm up, then second set to do 2 or 3 reps of the weight you can do. I've never heard of reverse pyramid training method for arm wrestling training. If you want, message me on Instagram or something like that and really break it down, and I'll give you a better opinion of it. But I'm not sure if I understand what you mean just by off this. If Brian trained seriously, he like he was for UFC, do you think he would be near your level in 1 year? In 1 year, not near. Brian's already scary strong. It's just a lot of technique would have to be learned, and he'd have to be pulling a lot. But he would be scary right away. Gripping with Brian is insanely frightening. It's just there's some gaps and things like that in learning how to use his hand and wrist. He hasn't trained isolated biceps, so his bicep on its own isn't insane. It's strong. It's not insane. And he'd have to learn how to put everything together and be safe and things like that, and then learn the rules and the ready goes and all that. So a couple years, 2 or 3 years, I think by 3 years, Brian, if he went all in, could be knocking on some serious doors. So I think my current level right now, I pause right here, I think Brian could be where I'm at, or actually beyond, in 3 years of serious training. Did Hermes or Aljon left? Who wins? I have Aljon winning that heavy, in my opinion. Like, for me. I feel like you have a lot of online coaches these days, says Bridget. I do. Jen says, do you and Brian have any more collabs planned as of now? Well, I'll be going out there for the Shaw Classic, me and Bridget, and probably Mike in here as well, Texas Piranha. Us three will probably go back out there because I had Mike referee the super matches and stuff. And then I'll film a little bit there. But if Brian does want to get into arm wrestling, I told him I would love to go out there for his first few practices. Just pick a weekday, grab me a $200 flight, and I'm there. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. I can fly out and back in the same day. It's okay. I would like to be there for his first few practices and be right next to him. So I don't want anybody taking advantage of him. I don't want him getting in any kind of bad position. I would love to be the one breaking it down to him. So I told him that. So we'll see. We'll see what pans out. I also invited Brian Shaw to come on the podcast. Let me show you guys. I can show you. Let's see. Oh wait, no, I sent it in a voice message. Damn it. So I can't show you. But down here, there was a voice message. Brian kept it where I invited him to the podcast. He wants to kind of get arm wrestlers more involved into the Shaw Classic to watch it and things. I said, well, Brian, that would help if you got involved with the arm wrestling community a little bit. So I'd love to have you on my podcast on a Wednesday. And then I was talking to DF, Devon's Forum, and I messaged Devon, and I was like, hey, if I get Brian Shaw on the podcast, you want to come in? He goes, yeah, for sure. So if and when Brian gives the thumbs up, then I will have a Devon and Brian podcast and me on a Wednesday. Devon already said yes. I'm just waiting for Brian to respond. So that's possible. Just waiting for Brian to give me a text back. So it'd be like a Wednesday show, me, Brian, and Devon. So that would be cool. But I'll let you guys know if and when I hear about it, hear back. But I think that would be a pretty cool little podcast, right? Not that I'm trying to, blow it up or get some huge channel with a bunch of views. I'm just saying I'm trying to bring, quality content to you guys. DF posting the full lineup here. You guys want to go check out the Arm Gods matches? Go check that out. Craig D. Hey, Derek, I'm in Buena Park, California through Saturday. Can we meet up for arm wrestling tutorial? It's too Saturday. I start work tomorrow, man. I won't have time. You can't come Sunday to practice? Thursday, they have practices in LA. If you hit up Vosgin, Segoyan, or Alex De La Torre, they have practice, I think, on Thursdays in LA. But other than that, there's nothing really going on. The OC guys, Benji Mack in here, sometimes they train on Wednesdays tonight down in the OC. So I'm not sure. Benji, are you guys training tonight in the OC? If so, Craig D here, hook him up. Brian has type of strength where you need to worry about him hurting himself. I agree. I bet Derek can hang in a hook with Hermes, but Hermes likes to go outside. Thanks, Joe. See, I like Joe. Joe, you can hang out, man. I like that. DF says, when's the Shaw Classic? In August something? Let's see. Same day flight should not be 200, says Veronica. We have Devon versus Levan, and this is the poll. We already went over that, Robert Kelly. By the way, what's up, Robert? Thanks for tuning in, man. Where you been? This is the hardest working man in arm wrestling right here, Robert Kelly. Jen says we need a Brian Derek training camps type setup like Michael and Larry did. There we go. Everybody say what's up to Robert. That'd be a huge podcast, says Joe. You have to cash app Derek before saying something like that, says Texas Prana. Schmo says, Craig D, rephrase that. Bridget, can Derek meet up with me for an arm wrestling tutorial? Thank you, Schmo. I appreciate that. When I first read that, I thought it said, can Bridget meet up with me? And then we were about to have problems. But you said, ask Bridget for permission. Thank you. Appreciate that. Wing Zero says, I hope Mike Tyson wins. Regardless, Jake Paul is a blank for fighting an old man. True. Drew says, Derek is the kind of arm wrestler we need more of. Thanks, Drew. You're the kind of subscriber we need more of. Steve says, if Brian starts to train for arm wrestling, we'll also see Eddie start up too. Then the two would have to pull for real. I don't think Eddie is interested in it at all. I mean, Brian has the necessary qualities to take him super far. Eddie has the ability to get strong, but doesn't necessarily have a long arm, big hand, giant frame. He doesn't have the things. Not that he couldn't make it, but he's not predisposed to make it super far in arm wrestling. Brian kind of is. So I think that's kind of why Brian's still interested in it. But in the podcast he just did last week out here, he said, I'm interested in arm wrestling because of the potential, because he could do it when he's older. So that means, so the way he kind of worded it was like he could take his time and not rush it. Let's see. Derek, do you hate Benji? Why no mod? Says Drew. Benji is turbo mod. What? You guys are haters. Andre says Brian's going to run the same issue as you, where he won't want to lose to anybody smaller than him. If he wins against a small guy, then they'll say he's too big and it's not fair. I know, right? I live too close to be talking crazy like that, dog. Aw, shucks. Robert Kelly with the $2 super chat says, "Is it time?" Oh, bidding war? I don't know. Mike couldn't get his super chats working, so he cashed at me $20. So you're already late. You know, it's already past time. R. Kelly. But either way, thank you for the super chat, Robert Kelly. I appreciate the love. Thank you, sir. But yeah. Okay. So, you guys, I never finish my energy drink. I always leave the podcast like half full or half empty. Nope, half full. Devin's forum says Schmo, LOL. Mr. Poulet, Derek, it spelled my name wrong. How do you spell my name wrong in my own chat? Like it's posted. R. Kelly says it's time. Oh, Robert. Thank you. R. Kelly pulled out the big guns. Here's my boy. Thank you, sir. With the 21. R. Kelly dominating the super chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you. My daughter's private school appreciates you. They are about to send a hitman to me pretty soon, I think, if I don't come up with all their money. So, it's 2001. My bad. I got you. I put 21. 2001. Eric Casillo, can you imagine a former heavyweight champ that's in decent form from any sport, not destroying even an entry-level pro? This one has to be fixed so that Paul doesn't actually die. Person says it's a half-full type day. True. Drink lava, hot black coffee through your eyes like a real man. Damn. Yeah, that's some Dave Anderson stuff. Do I need to send 99 cents? Don't want to make you a liar. No, I fixed it. I got you. Shmo says, whoa. That's only 1401 with a 30% cut. Oh, Shmo breaking down the numbers. Any word from Larry? No. You know what? Let's do this right now, guys. Want to check in on Larry? Let's do this. Larry Wheels. Okay. All right, guys. I'm turning on the camera. We're gonna send this video to Larry. All right. We're gonna send this video to Larry right now. Type what you want to say in the chat to Larry. I'm gonna send this to him. Okay, so go straight to Larry Wheels. All right. I'm gonna give you guys like 30 seconds to say what you want to Larry. Nothing disrespectful or weird. And I'm gonna send this video to Larry saying what's up to Larry, asking how he's been. All right. Here we go. Come on. Anything you want to say to Larry Wheels, I'm gonna make this video and I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna text it to him right now. Right, we're done. Craig D, I don't know if he's gonna be able to answer questions. I think it's just gonna be like a one-way message. Probably he takes forever to respond. Okay, give it 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Sending a video to Larry. Here we go. And Larry, what is up? You're on my podcast. The chat has been asking about you. They said, "What's up with Larry?" I said, "I haven't talked to Larry in a while. Let's see what's going on." They're all asking, what do we got in here? I told them we're sending one to Larry here. Any word from Larry? Oh, shit. Derek, do you or Larry plan on being in Florida this year? I'm going to be in Florida in June 15th. Larry, what have you been doing? Arm wrestling lately? People asking questions. Larry, you get to practice with Derek every week. Greetings, Larry. What up, Larry? Larry Wheels. Thanks. Larry, I appreciate what you do for arm wrestling. Sub to Larry. Bridget sharing your video or your channel. Stop blue balling me, Larry, says Jones. Yo, Larry, says Aaron Castillo. And, what's the last one? Devon will destroy Levan. Okay, interesting thing to say to Larry. Larry, hit me up. Come to practice. See you later, bud. All right. Boom. Sit. There we go. I don't know. Why not just troll him? Just troll Larry. Just send him random videos. Is Devon hiding his true secret weapon riser for Levan? No, it's not a hidden thing. Of course he's going to try to use the crap out of his riser. I don't think that's hidden. Everybody knows that. Even Levan knows that. Do you consider Vitacell cheating? Dude, like, I don't even want, that is such like a, if we start going down, what is cheating? What isn't? Like, is taking protein powder cheating because it's not natural? Is having access to steak when some people are in countries where they don't have access to steak? Is that cheating? Oh, I don't know. So if you go down that road of finding out what the line is the line the legal line? Because it depends on what country you're in, what's legal and what's not. I don't know, dude. That is a whole, like, that argument that goes down to what's cheating and this steroid cheating and all this stuff is a whole different thing. Like, I don't even, because I've heard that. Well, obviously, I've been in arm wrestling for like 13 years and all strength sports, so I've heard the argument a million bajillion times. And like, I don't know, like, if it's not tested, so everybody else is doing it. Like, what it? I don't know. I'm not sure. So it's just like, at this point, I can just focus on myself, stop worrying about other people, and it's run what you brung. Basically, you show up and be your strongest version. I'll start being my strongest version, and we'll just see what happens. That's it. If I try to think too far outside that, you go crazy thinking about ethics and like what is the cutoff of cheating and immoral or what isn't, like what it's. I don't like thinking about that. It's just a headache waiting to happen, right? Bridget sharing the Shaw Classic site. You guys check out the Shaw Classic there. If you guys want, August 16th through 18th, Expo is before. Pronation and Hook is cheating, says Robert Kelly. Robert, it looks like you won the competition, by the way, for highest super chat. No one's trying to challenge you. It's 5:52. We are shutting us down in 8 minutes, guys. Joe Roy, no, it's not. It just boosts your own body's healing properties. Bridget Nice, Joe Nelson, it's not cheating when they're all doing it. Enhanced Olympics are coming. Arm wrestling should be in it. They've scared. Sorry. I just sent a quick text. Natural Products Expo West, March 14th through 16th, Anaheim. Robert, member for 16 months. Thank you, man. Who's been a member longer? 16 months? I'm not sure. I think a couple of the guys have been, but Robert, you support me in here. That's what matters the most. Dave says, if it's natural and healthy, rock on. If it's not, it's playing roulette. There you go. Enhanced Olympics are coming. Arm wrestling should be in it. That would be crazy. Let's see. Mr. Poulet says, Devon's been hyping up his pronation lifts in all his videos, but haven't shown more than 20-pound increase in his riser. That's a very small muscle. That's really hard to make huge gains on in a riser. But the muscles necessary for rising are very small. Xavier been there forever. Yeah, Xavier has been. He's been a member for a long time. Name them so I can have them so their count, so I can hack them so their count restarts. Is that, you said have them so you can have them? You want to have Xavier? Robert, if you want to have Xavier, I can set that up. You let me know. Oh, hack. Got you. Joe Nelson says, me, Robert. Ooh, 21 months. Joe. Craig D says, so Devon is not trash talking this time. Yeah, he's probably like, well, hey, Bridget coming in with the $50 super chat. Why does it do weird numbers like this on the phone? You know how to pay me back. Bridget taking the top spot for Robert Kelly. With the heart, 49. There you go. I'll give you your money's worth. I'll give you your money's worth, Bridget. Don't you worry one bit. Bank account is empty now. Thank you. Thank you, my love. I appreciate that. My child can eat one more day. One more day. Her mom took her to Disneyland. She's living her best life right now. By the way, YouTube won't know who Cash Apps you. Their 30% is crazy cut. That's true. That is true. In Castillo, I think you should figure out how to do super chats through Streamlabs since it only takes 3% cut rather than 30. Is it that Streamlabs takes 3% and YouTube takes 30? Are you sure? Make sure. If you look at Devon's recent 161.25, Robert Kelly, cash at me $50. Robert, thank you. I appreciate the love. Thank you, Robert Kelly. You are the man. Thank you, sir. Robert takes the top spot. Sorry, Bridget. Robert bought my love. R. Kelly back in the top spot. Come at me, bro, he says. Robert with the 50 stack. Hey, you guys, thank you. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Bridget, member for 22 months. 22 months, 2 months makes 2 years. Yeah, guys, me and Bridget are anniversary. And I remember it because 4322 is the date. I have the worst memory in the world. But our anniversary is 4322. I can't really forget that. It's pretty simple. So that's our 2 year coming up. Yeah. Tell Bridget it's because I like you more. You know what? That might be right, Robert. That might be true. That might be true. Come at me, bro. Did Ryan Bowen and Engen make up? I don't know. No, I have not heard anything about that. So if they did, Craig, no, Engen just saying he will tolerate Bowen at East vs. West. Oh, I didn't know that. He said that? That's good. You can't buy his love, Robert. I mean, he could try. I have love for Robert. Bridget, don't get jealous. I got mad love for Robert. We are closing this down in 3 minutes, guys. Any more questions? Any more topics you guys want to bring up? Throw it in the chat. Yeah, if Bowen wins the qualifier in Australia, Engen said he would honor it. Really? And then he sets him up. He goes, oh, Ryan, yeah, you got a match for sure. Ryan versus Prudnik. Or something like that. Or like the strongest Turk in all of Turkey versus Ryan Bowen. Or something crazy. Bridget says you have to do other things too. If Bowen, then Ryan said, sorry for my part in the drama. Did he? Oh, good. Schmo says Bowen is a clown, fence-sitting, gobbling on. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, Schmo. Jesus, the emojis are so graphic. Bridget says, but if you buy the food, I'll make it and say it's from you. There you go. Lachlan versus Paul Lynn, who wins? You know what? Lachlan's my boy right now, too, but obviously Paul's my boy. That's my boy. But I hung out with Lachlan this last King of the Table. I just messaged him the other day. Like, it was really cool getting to know him. I am a bigger Lachlan fan now for sure than I was pre King of the Table. Not that I hated him, but he was all right. But now we're gonna hang out. Lachlan's pretty cool. So I'll have to be Team West, obviously, cheering for Paul Lynn. But I think Lachlan's a good amount heavier. And they're both so lean. Is he heavier? He lost weight. I don't know. Oh, I'm not sure. Really, I don't know, man. I'm really not sure. Lachlan versus Paul Lynn. Paul's a monster, but Lachlan's looking so strong. I'm not sure, Craig. I really don't know. What do you guys think? Martin says, do you think Corey West would be a good match for you? Yeah, I don't know if Corey's arm wrestling right now, but if and when we're both prepped to take that match, yes, I think it'd be a really good match. Do I at least get some food? Yes, Robert. If you come over, you can have some food for sure. Engen responded to me saying Bowen won't be allowed at East vs. West even if he wins every East vs. West qualifier, and Engen said he will honor it. Wait. So, Drew, are you saying that Engen said he can't go to East vs. West, or he can't? Andy Beckett, yo. Lachlan is super precise in everything he does. It's really cool to see. Shmo, my daughter, there she is. Emma, she's back. Don't let her lie to you. She has every shipping option at her fingertips. Actually, I'm not sure about the Streamlabs donating cut thing. Looking into it now. Thank you. Jen says, good match. I agree. Robert says, who are you pulling in Florida? I can't say. Chance is making me not say it so he can announce it. But it's locked in, apparently. Chance says it's locked in. He just wants to take a day or two to announce it. About the same weight as Heavy Paul. Jen says, Engen says he can go if he wins. Robert Kelly says, Schmo, I think the old Kmart commercial shipped my pants. Drew24 says, Lynn wasn't thrilled with me saying I think Lachlan beats him, but I know Lynn can still win. DK Kavo, what up? What's up? Who's next in line for you after the mask match? Why you got to keep adding Mask's name in there? I get it. All right, I just had it. You know, everybody doesn't keep saying his name. His name, the Mask. I can't. I have one on June 15th in Florida. I can't say who the person is because the promoter wants to announce it himself, which he should be announcing in. He said 3 days yesterday, so 2 days. Yeah. Craig D says, how much do winners of the title match East versus West make? Depends on different for each person. I haven't seen a Kmart in about 20 years. LOL. All right. It is 6:01. You guys, hey, I appreciate all the support, all the love, all the super chats. You guys, thank you for being so supportive. Yeah. I miss being back here on YouTube. I'm still sad that I missed 3 weeks in a row on you guys. That sucks. I am back to training. I'm going to the gym right after this. Went to the gym yesterday. Excited to get that ball rolling so that I will crank out some more videos, some more lifting videos for you guys. It just feels weird in this phase when I'm just getting started back into it again that I feel kind of weak. So I'm like, I don't want to put a video out because I'm not super beastly right now. It takes me a minute. So, Bridget says, my name is still pending up there. It's like I'm number one, says Bridget. Robert, cash at me $50, Bridget. But I mean, I guess you win the super chat game. Yeah. So the but there will be more content coming out, guys, for sure. And I have an editor on my team that I'm going to start working with. We're going to start putting out some better quality content for you guys. Excited to work with him. Super cool dude. New arm wrestler on my team, but he looks like he makes some badass videos. So excited to get that going too. Moderators, please plug every channel you can think of. Also, you guys check out the awswitch.com. Get yourself hat, shirt, stickers, and all the things. Use discount code AWDerek. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, you're weird because you're in here. And I really hope I get that message from Brian and I can have him on the podcast, guys, and I'll announce that and have Brian and Devon. I'll just poke and ask weird questions and stuff like that. And but I'll let you guys know as soon as I know about that type of stuff. Love you guys to death. I will see you next Wednesday here on YouTube's. And talk to you later. Emma, have fun in Disneyland. Stop watching me on YouTube. Silly. I love you. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.